Stress is one of the biggest reasons people don't get better when it comes to long-term back pain. And there's different reasons for this, so it's very important to look at. First of all, stress increases pain. So we know this from scientific studies. People who are stressed out more actually feel pain more intensely. But also it increases muscle tension and inflammation, which of course is linked to pain, and it stops your healing properly. So what I mean by that is when your body's in a fight or flight state, like it's always ready for an emergency, it's stressed out, then your body doesn't allow itself to really get to the deep healing that it's needed. So the first thing we're going to look at is this, short-term stress busters. So these are ways that you can start feeling better right now, today, and then we're going to look at long-term stress management in a moment. What I want to say first is don't look at this and dismiss it because it looks too simple, because that's a mistake a lot of people make. You know, they think that it needs to be complex or difficult to do in order for it to be valuable. It's not. So the first thing we're going to look at is going for a walk. Simple. One reason why going for a walk helps with stress is just a change of scene sometimes. Sometimes you just need to get out of the house, take yourself out of that environment. But also there's something about the rhythmic nature of walking, the fresh air, the blood flow to the brain, that actually changes your brain state. And if you count to 100 whilst walking, maybe in time with your steps as well, again, that rhythm just starts changing the way you feel and gets you out of those kind of negative, repetitive thoughts. So if you're stressed out, the first thing to do is just get out and go for a walk. Again, sounds very simple, but really it makes a difference. The second thing is vagus nerve stimulation. Now, this is much simpler than it sounds. The vagus nerve is a long nerve that goes right from the brainstem all the way down to different organs in the body, and its job is to calm everything down. So it turns off the fight or flight mode. And the way to access this is a little biohack, is just with deep abdominal breathing. Deep abdominal breathing, if you've ever done yoga, you've probably heard of this, but it's very simple. You just sit, you can do it standing, you can do it right now. You put your hands on your stomach and you breathe really deeply, but feel the breath going down. So when a lot of people breathe, what they do is they lift their shoulders like this, which is the opposite of what you want to do. You don't want to tense the neck muscles and lift the shoulders. To do this, you want to allow the breath to go down, expanding the abdomen. Really like imagine the breath going down into the ground. Like that. If you do this for up to a minute, you'll feel completely different. It'll start to chill everything out. You'll start to feel a lot more calm. You'll start to think a lot clearer. And it's a simple thing that you can do anytime, any place. And then there's exercise. Now, everyone knows exercise is good for you, but there's a few different reasons why it's really helpful for stress. So first of all, exercise releases endorphins, which are the feel-good chemicals that we like. It puts you in a better mood, it helps you sleep better and gives you more energy, gives you, again, some time to yourself, like going for a walk. And all of these things, as well as making you physically immediately feel better, help you to think clearer, which helps you to make better decisions, which helps you to change the situation often. I know you can't always change the situation, but makes it easier to figure out solutions to the things that are stressing you out. Another reason why it helps you think clearer is a chemical that exercise releases in your brain called brain-derived neurotrophic factor. And what that does is help to create connections between neurons in the brain, between brain cells in the brain. So again, it helps you to think your way out of the problem. Exercising 2 or 3 times a week is enough. And if you're not already, then I suggest, really find something that you like doing or perhaps, don't hate doing, so that at least you'll stick with it a couple of times a week.